Hello guys, so this is 7 days to die, the first video that I'm going to make, and as you can see I am on day 166 and is 8:13 in the morning. So the purpose of this video is kind of just give you guys a very quick tour of my base that I have so far established in this game. And 7 days to die, even though it's old, I still think it's probably one of my favorite zombie apocalypse survival game. And here's a quick tour of my exterior of my base. As you can see, I have disguised it somewhat similar to a mountain. And you can see that it is located in the snow region. And here's a quick walk around. I try to make it look like a mount, but I can't make it smooth like the actual mountains. And you guys probably noticed that there are plenty of trees around here. I've been cutting and replanting a lot of trees for reasons so I can hide my base from other people. There are some other friends, a couple other friends that I have in this world as well. And here is my little garage entrance, I guess. This is where I obviously put my mini bike and other storage items. So on top of this hill is actually where the entrance is. That was weird, but I made a little pond. It's completely useless, but I just thought it'd be funny to have my own pond in this game. And here's the actual entrance to my base, and of course it's all reinforced steel in the blocks. And just close this real quick. So we're gonna head down. So this is actually what I thought would be the safest base in this game. Like to go underground, consider most of them can't really hit underground, and actually goes really, really, really deep, almost to the deepest part of this game, like deepest possible. So here is actually the first part of the base, is where I consider what you call a kill pit, a small example, I guess. It's just that I'm imagining in my head that the zombies will actually chase me down here if I was ever out at Hornite and they will somehow come in and chase me, and obviously they can't get through this steel columns and I'll be able to hit them, or hopefully they actually just fall down in the pit and kill themselves. And here's a chamber where I thought maybe my friends could shoot arrows at them while they were out there. And here's the rest of the remaining of my base. It's pretty simple design. I don't know if you guys ever see Resident Evil. I think they called it the Beehive. I thought this is actually pretty similar. Everything's underground. Here's actually my pool. I don't know why I made it. I just thought it'd be funny at the time. A part of this game is you could build almost wherever you want. And there's actually a hidden secret about this pool. I don't know if you guys can notice, but it's actually right here. And so the base of it, the bottom of the pool is actually all glass. So as you can see, there's actually a whole nother part of the space that goes underneath it. And there is these iron bars on the bottom, just in case of ever, like the glass ever break because zombie broke them. I don't think it'll ever happen, but in case, you can never be too safe. And this is actually my main part of base, but let's go here first. So this is where I call the actual kill pit. So this pit actually extends all the way up to the top of the mountain. So let me show you exactly where we are. So as you can see, my base entrance is actually located in the snow region. And my location here right now where I'm standing is actually at the bottom of this hill right here. And this hill is actually, I think, a minimum 50 or 60 blocks deep. So far no zombie has ever actually survived ever since they fall down here. And the idea is that they will go through all the spikes that I have up there. As you can see on the map, the gray is actually the wooden spikes, and then the and then there's like a little rectangular area. That's the opening of the pit where they can actually fall down and die. So this door is where I made it so that actually come pick up their stuff. You guys don't know, Hornite zombies, they have a lot of good stuff on them. So if you can, loot them. So far no zombie has actually made it down here alive, most of them is actually just fall down and die. So I say I don't know, maybe this base is almost 100% zombie proof, but we'll see. Maybe it goes on more. But I have gone through 20 or something Horror Night, more than 20 Horror Nights, and none of them seems to be alive. And here's actually my workspace, I guess you can call it. And so you have a workbench and then a cement mixer. Those are pretty super useful. And then of course there's two forges to smelt items, and obviously you need to make concrete and all that stuff. I thought it'd be pretty cool to go with the luxury style to actually make the red wood is completely useless. It's almost 100%. It is 100% for looks. It's actually pretty weak material. The block itself is very weak. So I made these couches. Originally, this was my main base, I guess you can call it, where I store everything. As you can see right now, they're all empty, like all the containers, because I moved them away. So this little container here actually belongs to a buddy of mine. He is in this world. He's actually building his own place in here, but he doesn't play as much as as much. So he actually just leaves this stuff in here in case of his house ever get break into and get killed, so he have a safe spawning place. So this is actually the underground part of the base, as you can see. So that's the pool that was above you we saw earlier, and here is another part of the underground base, I guess. So this is actually a part that I'm developing. I'm not really sure what this is gonna be at this point. I'm most of the time when I start digging, I'm just kind of dig for more of the rock, you know, so I can make them into sand or concrete and all that stuff. But it just turned out to be a room. And of course, this is technically what I was considered the safest room. It is the deepest I can go. So it's like a double chamber basically. You have to go through the vault door, and of course, this is a fully concealed room with reinforced concrete and steel. And to go, and then you have to go down this hatch. I'm not really sure if it's true or not, but I have heard like people said that if zombies in this game, they can't really hit down, like they can't hit anything that's below their feet, which I don't think is true because I feel like the spider zombie, which crawl on their feet, they should be able to. Otherwise, everybody should build a base underground because it's like completely they can never ever break into your base. And as you can see, still redwood because that's probably the most luxury looking stuff. And I got myself a little table here, and of course here's the all the luxury cabinets. You know, completely useless. I guess the only thing you can use them for is for storage, which I don't use them at all. My refrigerator, which is beer, honey, yucca juice, nothing else in there. This is I thought was pretty cool. So I don't know if you guys ever seen some of those design channels where they put in the couch underground. So I thought like it'd be pretty cool if I make one myself, just to prove that how deep this space technically is in this game. Like this is as far as I can deep. I don't know if you guys could hear the sound, but it doesn't do anything in here. So this space technically is the deepest anyone can dig in this map. And here is actually the second part of my base. You know, regular things, countertop and all that stuff. I mean, not countertop, sorry. I guess they call nightstands. I don't understand why. Here's my gun safe, where I keep all my pistols. I'm not a gun user in this game because they're too noisy and they don't, from what I've seen, they don't do much damage. Maybe because my gun level is really weak. I am maxed out on archery, so maybe if I maxed out on gun levels, they can actually do some damage. And of course, here is my very warmed out leather office chair. And I don't know if you guys ever seen this, but like when you go to, let's say, the hospital, which is where I got these things from, like they have the big screen TVs, and like for some reason when you pick them up, you only can pick half of them up at the time, and it become two small TVs, and you can't put them back together, which I thought was really stupid. And that's about it for that. And let's see here. Where should I take you guys? Of course, these are all my supplies that I moved from upstairs downstairs. All the food and stuff. This is actually the bathroom, which is probably it is completely useless. I just thought I built it to be funny. So you have, as you can see, the fancy toilet that you really can't do much of. You don't do anything. You can't take a dump in this game. So I don't know why you make it, but and it's not like anything will pop up in here, which is also weird. But maybe in the computer version of the game they could, because I never played it before, but I've seen some pretty amazing things people could do with them. So maybe one day, when Xbox keep updating, we can do a lot of stuff that we normally could. Oh, there is the airdrop. Alright, so that's the part of the room here. Let's see if I can, I'm kind of stuck. What in the world? What's happening? Okay, there we go. So another part of the base is actually the part that I'm building as of right now. Let's see. Oh, this too. I'm not really sure what they are for right now, but at one point I was trying to build like a underground farming place. I know some of you guys can be like, oh, you can't farm underground, there's no sunlight, but you can actually grow mushrooms. But unfortunately, mushrooms are not available. I mean, you could pick them from the caves and stuff in this game, in the Xbox version, but you can't technically grow them, which is stupid if you ask me. But I hope eventually they they update that and actually make it available for the Xbox One version. So this is actually what I'm currently working on. I guess this is eventually it's gonna be a tunnel that goes pretty far away. Just to show you my location right now. So probably gonna be somewhere around the middle of it. Let's see. So there's my entrance to that giant kill pit, the drop that I told you about. So normally on Horror Night, I can literally just stay down in this location and all the zombie will get hurt by these spikes that I put around, which I'm probably going to show you later. And by the time they drop all the way down to my pit, they're already dead. So I really haven't really seen any zombie that has made it to my base alive so far. Maybe eventually I will get to see some once they get maybe a couple hundred, I'm assuming. So let's see. Oh yeah, where were we? I was so here is where I was gonna show you. So like I said, the base itself became really boring because I just sit there and do nothing at nighttime. And my friend, who's also another friend who's also in this game, says that we should make this game more exciting by allowing zombies to come down. He has his own base, but most of the time in Horror Nights, we like to stay here because, you know, just could be safer. But this pit basically has these series of chambers that allow zombies to come in, and we close the door on them, and then we can kill them as we go. So let me see if I can reach. So here's so far my progress. So to show you my location, I guess, here's the map, and as you can see, this is the entrance to my base. I can get it on the same screen. Okay, and this is the location to my screen, and then this is the entrance to the kill pit, and then here's where I am. So as of right now, my base is kind of like a triangle, I guess. But I want to extend this slightly more, maybe go all the way to the. I don't really want this entrance to show up in the snow area, so I'll probably still continue digging until for a little while. I do want more resource. Of course, you guys know concrete, stone. You can make soft sand, cement, and then you can eventually make concrete with them. So more digging, the better. So the idea of this part of the base is actually eventually this area is gonna surface to and then allowing zombies to drop down there, and you know we can kill them as we go. So that will be more make this game, I guess, slightly more exciting. And let's go back to the main part of the base, and then I kind of want to show you guys the pit, the top part of the pit, which is one of, I guess you could say, one of the main reasons why no zombie has so far made it down my base alive, other than they dropped to death when they're fell 50 or 60 blocks. Let's head back to the surface. You know, this is actually pretty annoying. I don't understand why I can't run up these stairs. So it could be my own imagination, but you could actually jump. I feel like it's faster, but maybe it's just me imagining things. Let's go up here. So obviously I made a mistake putting the ladders the opposite side of the way the hatch door, so I gotta turn around when I climb up that. And let's see, let's head towards the entrance to my kill pit so I can show you guys a little why that zombies rarely ever make it down here. As you can see how much trees I've grown. So this is technically speaking the entrance to my kill pit. Let's see if I can show you, get a good block in here somewhere. So, I'm sure you guys get a little bit higher. So you have these regular spikes all the way around here, like all around the entrance to my kill pit, and then of course you have the wooden other thicker log spike, I guess, in the inner. So these they break their legs. What I have seen like zombie run into these wooden spikes, and then they get their legs broken. They start crawling, and then when they're on these the log spikes, they don't really do much. They just keep jumping on them until they die. But what I was hoping is that they break their legs, and then they get hurt here, and then they actually fall down the pit, which maybe I should show you guys. I don't really want to die from my own base, but you know, I haven't really seen, I haven't gone into space in a while, so cool show. Yeah, quite scary. How embarrassed would it be to die from my own base? Whoa. Oh, I see. As you guys can see, some of these are damaged. I haven't been in this space in such a long time. So that's how deep it is. Not gonna get any closer. I don't really want to fall down and die from my own base, but zombie had to get through all of that. As you can see, it seems pretty. No zombie has. I repaired these obviously. The wall, at least the exterior walls. I don't really see come inside here much because I could get hurt myself. But there's about, as of right now, I think there's about 5 people in this game. Of course, a couple of my friends, and then my little brother, and my little brother's friend is also in this game. I have explored most of the map and most of the area in this game, so I don't know if there's anything pretty new to it. I hope maybe they could do an extension of the map somehow. I still don't even know mostly about the radiation zone, which kills you slowly. But I have run into it a couple times and died there. Being an idiot, I keep going back to try to retrieve my backpack from there, and keep dying from the same thing over and over again. What is happening? Okay, cool. So that's it. This concludes the base tour. So guys, if you like this if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. I will be making more of these videos and showing you guys some of the other bases on this in this world that my friends and I made. Thank you.